Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there. Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million plus women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Great rising business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Business Network. Hi, I'm Barbara H. Smith, your moderator for this morning. On Black Business Network, it is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, Singapore, Japan, Africa, and cities all the business globally, sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses. Today, platform is keynote speaker talking about this today. It is the remarkable Dr. Eric Kelly, the founder of Black Business Olympics. Dr. Kelly is one of the leading African-American artists in the last 3 decades. He reflects on the connections between the images and the state of our nation, between art and humanity, understanding society through abstract expressionist art. Dr. Kelly creates images of historical moments in time based on his unique analysis. His drawing, paintings extensively reflect how he defines and creates abstract expression into an art form. Help me welcome to the show. I present to you Dr. Eric Kelly III, founder of the Black Business Olympics.
Good morning, 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 good morning.
It is a good morning. And I'm so glad that last night wasn't our last night.
Or should I say good day, good day, good day, good day. Wherever you are, it's always great. And as we say, genius is coming.
And I'll see you on the other side.
Yes, indeed. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Olympics is a 24-hour business show that spotlights businesses globally. For those of you, if this is your first time, we'd like to say to you, thank you for tuning in. And for those of you who have been on this ride for the last 5 years, we want to say to you, thank you for being a part of this event. Each and every day that we wake, we think about what is that day going to be. Many times we start our day and we're off to the races and we don't get a chance to think about what our day is going to be like. And so this morning, before I begin, I want you to take a moment and think about what your day is going to be about. What do you want that day to be? What do you want to attract to yourself during this day? And how you plan on enjoying your today. For some of you who have come this morning, I'd like to begin talking about the Black Business Olympics, the Black Business Expo, and the Black Business Network. These are 3 distinctive brands. The Black Business Expo started back in 1990 by my grandmother, which was an event to bring Black businesses and corporate businesses together. It began in a time when many Black businesses were looking on how to connect with corporations. It also was a time when I had an opportunity to go to college on art scholarship. And my grandmother said that that was a changing space in my life. And so with that being said, the Black Business Expo
raises dollars for scholarships. And many times I hear the question of where are the kids? How many kids are you giving scholarships to? And I continue to say that we contend to give scholarships to those who sign up for scholarships. And so as you look at the Black Business Expo USA, on our website for students who plan on going from high school to college, you may go and sign up for scholarships because that's why we do it. We do it to change the lives of our young people. When you begin to understand that the average age on the planet is 27, in Africa, of course, is 14. Europe is 26, Brazil is 25, and South America is 26. When you look at your business this morning and look at where you're headed, you have to understand that's the average age. That's not saying that you can't do business with 30, 40, and 50-year-olds or 60-year-olds. It is saying that in 10 to 20 years that you will be going out of business if you don't change your practices. Now, each and every morning on the Black Business Network, which is a streaming service that streams all things Black business, the network is going to be expanded to different industries in the coming months as we continue to do what we do, which is live information, live sports, live business, live entertainment. We're going to expand the network to different industries. Black Business Network, or the Black Business Olympics, is a Black business station. And that Black business station pretty much creates an opportunity for Black businesses globally to come on and talk about their amazing stories. And their amazing stories are a testament to where they're going to be in the next 10 to 20 years. The why is to change the mindset of our young people. Our young people are also, being funneled into 5 or 6 areas. And those 5 or 6 areas don't often have space for everyone. That is entertainment, sports, that is acting, singing, and dancing, that is religion, that is politics, that is stripping, and that is crime. And these areas that they are being pushed in are areas that don't give them opportunity, because only 1% is going to be successful. And when you look at the age of 18 to 24, and our young people are committing suicide, 1 in 100,000. Sounds like a big number, but it's not really a big number. And our younger people from the age of 5 to 18 are also in a crisis as they're doing the same. So the Black Business Olympics provides a safe place for them to begin to look at entrepreneurs all over the world. And these entrepreneurs come together on a live network, which is the Black Business Network. And I want to take a moment and talk about the network for them. The Black Business Network will be featuring all of our speakers who get an opportunity to speak. You will be able to go to an index, a library index, and view your favorite speakers as they have given out information about business. We have had over 4,000 speakers, and our library is pretty extensive as we look at tomorrow, as we look at our future. And we plan on sharing that information with all whom desire, as our network is turning into a streaming service that will be streaming Black business films, Black business documentary, and of course, Black business speakers globally. When we look at this week. This week is broken down into 7 days. Our plan is to do 365 days, 24 hours live. And on Monday, which is today, it's a day of inspiration.
From
It's
your
a day
calendar, Black Business Expo, speaker.
as we look at today,
From your
as we look
calendar,
at
Black.
as we look at today, we look at what's going to happen in terms of inspiration. Monday is inspiration, empowerment, and of course, it's encouragement or inspiration and encouragement and education. Then, of course, on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, will be advertising, public relations, marketing, and merchandising. Then, of course, on Wednesday, we will be going into 64 ways to do business on social media. And I'll talk a little bit about that as we move forward. Then, of course, on Thursdays, diversity, equity, inclusion. Friday is Generation X versus Generation Z, how to bridge the digital and cultural divide. And then on Saturday, it's Black business and the culture. And then Sunday is Black business and innovation. These 7 days will help you as a business owner to look at your business and redefine what you plan on doing. Many times we spend our time going backwards to go forward. And so today I am going to be talking about your operating system. What is your business operating system? Why do you need one? Why do you have one? Or why don't you have one? And what is the importance of an operating system? You know, as we look at the 4 different pillars of life, and those 4 different pillars are, as I submit to you, the first pillar is regret. And regret is all about living in the past, living in a space where you're thinking about what you should have, or as we say, shoulda, woulda, coulda, to change your life. And many times when we talk about living in the past, it's not so much that you're staying in the past, but you're thinking in the past. You're thinking about things that have happened to you in the past that have not allowed you to be where you would like to be. And that regret is an emotion that keeps you from going forward. That emotion is an emotion that keeps you from leading your life many times. You know, you hear that you can't lead a horse to water. And of course, you can't make him drink. I continue to submit that you can make him drink if, in fact, you put salt in his mouth. And that salt is who you should be for your audience, as we'll talk about that a little bit later. Regret keeps you from building new relationships. Regret keeps you from trusting new relationships. So you have to think about these 4 pillars before I begin to talk about the way that you can prepare your operating system. And then, of course, there is reflection. And many times people think reflection is reflecting on your regret. Well, reflection is reflecting on your total picture of what you want to do with your life on the planet. You know, many times you can say that I would like to do something different. So you got to reflect on how can you make that happen. And so reflection is very, very important because of what reflection does. It allows for you to begin to look at what is happening in your life and what you would like to happen in your life and what you think is going to happen in your life. And then, of course, the next one is the future, which is anxiety. You know, sometimes you're thinking about where is the next dollar going to come from? or where's the next customer going to come from? And you're worried about, spending sometimes. And that anxiety comes from not knowing. And so that's the third pillar. But the pillar that we want to deal with today is the pillar of living in your today. And what that means is that you must exhaust your day, your daily, your life today. As many times we hear that, you don't know the day or the hour when you're going to leave this planet. So if you don't know, then why don't you experience your life today at its fullest, or your moment today at its fullest? And so those are the 4 pillars of life that I want you to think about as I carry you through what I call the universal or the billionaire mind print, or the billionaire mind, or the operating system that you should have in place so that you can begin to move toward your future. So as we move into the other arena of thought, I contend and submit to you that there are 3 things that keeps us from getting to our goals. And number 1, and I wouldn't say these is 1, 2, and 3, but I want to talk about these. 1 is fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of moving forward. Fear is that space that gives you an anxiety. Fear is that space that makes you say, well, not today, I'll do it tomorrow. Fear is that thing that keeps you in what I call procrastination. And then number 2 would be emotion. And many people that are in business are in an emotional state, as opposed to being in what I would call a industry state, an emotional state. Why are you emotional about your business? And many times you hear people say, well, I'm going to do business my way. And the question for me is, what is your way? What is your style? And it's easy to make excuses for your way, your style, and not study the industry to understand how the industry works. Quick example, many of you who have cars would not go to the mechanic, to a service station or to a mechanic that's dressed in a 3-piece suit and white gloves. Something about that says to you that this guy or this woman is not a great mechanic, because you have an eye or a mind of what a mechanic looks like and what kind of business that a mechanic has to do each and every day. That's not going to allow that person to wear a suit and tie and work on your car. So with that being said, last but not least is greed. And that greed, sometimes when you hear the words, you think about money. And I want to submit to you that it's not about the money. For greed, it's more about, I want it now. I want it today. I don't believe that working for it is getting to it. I've done so much work, but where's my outcome? I don't get my outcome. So I'm not getting my outcome right now. So instead of me taking the time and going through the process, we bounce from one idea to another idea to another idea. And what that does for you is it creates a situation of disheartenment, a situation of not believing in your business, not believing in you, because you want to get it all right now. And so as I go into the operating system, I want you to think about it like this. And for those of you who have your calculator out, I want you to go with me through this process. For those who have your ink pens and pencils out, I want you to kind of write down what I'm going to talk about. and so that you can see it very clearly. Some people have to touch it, some people have to see it, and most people have to do it and experience it. So the first thing I want you to do mentally is I want you to draw a box. And I want you to draw that box in your mind. And beside that box, I want you to put a dot beside that box. And then what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes and move that dot into that box. I want you to move the dot into that box. Now, scientists say that we use only a corner of our brain. And so what we're going to look at this dot as a corner of our brain. And we're going to put that into the box. Now, the question is, what is the box and what is that box holding? What is that box for you? And that box is your operating system. And now I ask you to get your calculator out for a reason. Inside of that box, which is your operating system, I want you to train 300 people on that box. Now, many people would say, why would I train 300 people on that box? Well, if the box is your operating system, it's how you move, it's how you earn, and you want to create a billion-dollar lifestyle, then you must create an operating system to sell to other people on the planet. You have to understand that people are the number one commodity. I will be talking about artificial intelligence, the metaverse, and I will also be talking about several other ideas later on in the week. But today I want to talk about your operating system so that you can begin to understand the difference between you doing business and you hustling and you going backwards and forwards and you're not getting to your goal. Because getting to your goal is what people talk about, but how can they get to their goal when they don't have an operating system that they can teach to other people to take that operating system and teach to other people and take the operating system and teach it to other people to create wealth for you? I say get out your calculator. And that calculator, what I want you to do is this. I want you to think about that dot that you put in the box. And I want you to think that that box and that dot is your operating system. I'm going to go back after I carry through this equation, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth on an operating system. But I want you to take that box and that operating system, and I want you to train 300 people on that operating system, which is yours, which is your business, which is what you do. And then I want you to take that operating system that you've trained those 300 people, and I want you to train those 300 people by charging them $300, maybe $500 a class. And that $500 a class, I want you to add that number up and get that number. And once you get that number, I want you to do it a second time to another 300, get the number, get the equation for that number. And then I want you to do that number by 12, which means that those 600 people will be training 300 people 12 times a year, which will give you to a number that's going to surely be a number that you probably don't believe that you can get to. Well, when you take the equations and utilize the equations to go where you're going, it's a whole different world, because people keep asking the same question. How do I build wealth? How do I move my company to another space? And I want to submit to you that many people are utilizing the idea that they have to be the worker. They're not using the idea that they have to be the visionary. They don't utilize the idea that they are the operating system. Let's talk about an operating system. When you look at your telephone, Your telephone, let's talk about the iPhone for a moment, and we can talk about the Android or any phone um, for that matter. But each one of the phones have a operating system, and that operating system supports programs. And you are that operating system, and what you do are the programs on that operating system. But most people are selling their programs. They're not selling their operating system because they have not taken the time and built out what that operating system is. I want you to hear what I just said. It's very important. I don't want you to miss this. Most people are selling their programs on that operating system. Imagine the Apple phone with all the programs on it. Now, in many times I talk about duplication, duplicating one's services, duplicating oneself, and duplicating the operating system so that you can get to your billions. Think about that for a moment. When Bill Gates, who looked out there and decided that he wanted to duplicate his software all over the world, he became a billionaire. When Ted Turner decided that he wanted to do a 24-hour network, everybody said it wouldn't work. And now everybody has one. And that's a part of his operating system as a network. When Netflix made a decision that they were going to license films and movies, and they were going to do it on the internet as opposed to having a standalone mortar business, that's their operating system. You must begin to ask yourself, really, what is your operating system? And so, with that being said, I want you to kind of take today and sit back and say to yourself, when I created my operating system, I want you to think about, can you take your operating system that you have today, right now, and hand it to somebody else, and they operate like you? I know many people would say, well, wait a minute. Nobody can be me. Nobody can do me. Nobody can do it like me. Well, I'm not asking for you to create a style. I'm not asking for you to create something that's unique. I'm asking you to create an operating system that another individual on the planet can utilize, that you are, and they can actually do what you do. I'm going to say that again. I'm asking you to create a system that you can take that system and you can teach other people to use that system to push your wealth. This morning, operating system, I'll give you an example of an operating system, the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network started out as a meeting, started out as speakers just speaking, and it morphed into a situation where speakers are speaking around the globe. Initially, it was not set up for people to speak around the globe. It was set up just for Black business owners to speak. And so as I talk about a finite job, a finite vision, or a vision that moves, or a infinite business, which is a business that continues to move, means that business continues to change. The Black Business Network changed. It went from local to national to international businesses. And then it began to give business owners an opportunity to share their voice. And so many times people will say, well, why is sharing your voice important? Well, it's important because when you communicate to people around the globe, you begin to understand what's actually going on in different cultures. And it also gives you an opportunity to build your structure and build your business with people around the globe. Many times you see people talking about business and they don't take the time out and do what my great grandfather told me a long time ago. He said the number one thing to do is to think. Number two is sales. Number three is research. Number four is being relentless. And number five is to understand energy and to utilize energy, because energy is truly money. And so as we look at this morning's conversation, I want you to kind of step back and think about what your operating system is. What is it? What is your operating system? I talk about your mind shift, your mindset, and of course, your mind state and your mind print. And these all deal with different areas of your life. We as beings are all listening to learn. And so what your mindset is many times when I talk to business owners is what somebody's told you about business, how somebody has sat there and said, this is how business goes. And as we begin to look at how business goes, we have to always look at, you know, what your business is. And if your mindset is a mindset of poverty, or a mindset of hustling, or a mindset of doing it when you want to and how you want to do it, you have to ask yourself, who set your mind? Where did you get that mindset from? Many times we as business owners, when we open up, we want to start from the bottom to go to the top. But no other a group starts from the bottom and goes to the top. Most companies who open up start from the top and then float to their sweet spot. So you have to ask yourself, where did you get the mindset from? As I talked earlier about business and how business is done, one of the things that you find out that we sometimes are solopreneurs, are entrepreneurs, and we don't realize that the way to wealth is being a teampreneur, building a team. Do you actually have a team? When you don't understand what your operating system is, how can you build a team? That is a critical question as we continue to work on this week. Then, of course, you have your state of mind. And your state of mind is all about how you feel about yourself, how you see your future, how you see your life is your state of mind. And sometimes our state of mind is full of emotions, not being logical, not thinking about how we go where we're going. And so this morning, I want you to do a mind shift. And that mind shift is to begin to really look at what type of business are you truly in? Why did you get in that business? And what is that business compared to in terms of the business industry that you're in? So as we get closer and closer to the conversation, we must begin to talk about your mind print. And I break down your mind print in different colors. Your gray print, which is your subconscious mind. And the reason that it's gray is because what you put in your mind is what you're going to get out in your time. Let's say that again. What you put in your mind is what you're going to get out in your time. What you think about every day is who you are. If you would like to figure out who you truly are, look at your friends, look at the people around you. And those people are who you are. The people that you deal with all the time, the people that you talk to all the time, that's who you are. And so your subconscious mind will give you your greatness. But many times we spend our time in our red print is how we show up, and think about it. Some people show up on time, some people show up early, some people just don't show up. And that's your red print. And your red print is the blood that courses through your body and how that works. And then, of course, your blueprint. Many people start businesses and don't even look at how the industry works. Many times I submit that if you're a coach, who's the number one coach? Who's the number one coach? If you're a coach, who's the number one coach? Who's the number two coach? Who's the number three coach in the world? How are they coaching? What is their operating system? Many times you look at coaches and you believe that coaches are going to coach you, but when you get on their sites and they begin to analyze what you need, they send you to different coaches. So are you actually coaching them, or do you have people in place to coach them? And so that's an operating system in the coaching realm. Then, of course, it's your green print. And the reason that I always slow down when I talk about green prints is, how do you make money? How can you make money if you don't have a business plan? How can you make money if you don't have a marketing plan? How can you make money if you don't have a financial plan in place in your business? You may say, well, I can do all these things in my mind. The question becomes, what if something happens to you? How can you move forward? How can you build a legacy if it's all about you? And your green print looks at the industry, which is your blueprint, and allows you to understand what part of your business that you enjoy. Does not mean that you're doing everything, because we all oftentimes find ourselves not understanding how we build wealth. And then, of course, your black print. And that black print is wealth management, retirement, and exit strategy. And do you really have an exit strategy? Do you really have mini-me? Do you really have the person that's going to run your company? Do you really understand what's going to happen once you get to the highest height of your business, what the exit strategy is going to be about? These are several of the things that we must begin to look at as we look at our business. Your operating system. I want you to take some time out today and think about, what is your operating system? What is that dot that you put in a box? What is that talent that you have? And how do you take that talent and give that talent to another individual to do that talent, to operate in that space, to build your particular journey, to build your legacy? Because if you, as many people, continue to do the same things the way you've been doing those same things, you're going to get the same results. It's not going to change. You may say, well, it's going to change if I do it this way or that way. That is a style. That is not business. And so when I pointed out a couple of people earlier, I want to leave you with this next person, Madam C.J. Walker. What was her operating system in a time of tyranny, in a time of hatred, in a time of racism? What was her operating system? How did she become a millionaires? She had a university. She had a product. She had people duplicating her services and her benefits all over the world. And so, with that being said, I want you to think about today your operating system, because your operating system will help you operate to your billions. Yes, indeed. I've truly enjoyed it. And, I've taken it all the way down to the 1 minute mark. I'm going to bring up the beautiful, the lovely, I say sometimes the magnificent, the coach who trains speakers how to speak, not to talk. As I could continue to say, many people have eyes, but do they truly have a vision?
Thank you so much, Dr. Kelly, for that state of the nation and Black business. I appreciate all that you do for so many and this Black Business Network. It has grown tremendously over the past several months, so we're really grateful for all you're doing. You know that genius is common. Can I see you on the other side?
But before I go to the other side, I was waiting. Barbara A. Smith, there are some things that you have planned this year.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about those things that you have planned for you, because you are our esteemed moderator for this morning. You open up the doors to the windows of greatness. And many times our moderators don't talk about what they're doing, because they truly have businesses that are very, very important to the lives of the people who are watching.
I appreciate that, Dr. Kelly. I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here. Yes, I am the person who helps entrepreneurs, business owners, and leaders craft their unique personal branding statements so that they can sell their ideas, their personal products and services to people around the world and be confident when they are doing it. So yes, that's what I do. I do train speakers, but I'm also a corporate trainer, executive coach, and a speaker. We have coming up this week, so super excited, our next book. It's called Unleash the Warrior Within, and it's going to be launched on the 27th of April in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we'll be there with the Empowerment Duo and the Empowerment Showcase. So I was invited to be in the showcase, and I thought, what better an opportunity than to launch the book there. So that's what we're doing. Then coming up further in the year, October, we have Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance. SISTA, Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance. It is a corporate women's event where we step away into Ocean City, Maryland, Hilton Inn and Suites. Every room is a suite. And then we teach, we motivate, we encourage, we inspire, and the ladies walk away walking on cloud nine with strategies, tips, techniques, and the ability to level up their businesses. So, or if they're leaders, level up their lives.
Well, as I say, genius is common. And of course, I'm going stage left, and the lady that follows me, oh my God, she is just, she inspires me to continue to do what I do. And I'm not gonna beat your thunder up, but I just want to say to all of the people who are involved in this Holy Week, thank you so very much. My family wants to say thank you. But as we say, genius is common. And yes, the remarkable. I thought I'd say that today. Dr. Kelly will see you on the other side.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly. The Black Business's mission is to raise funds for our high school seniors going to college and our K through 12 entrepreneurs. The expo is a fundraiser for our students. You can go to blackbusinessexpousa.com and register for the scholarship. Our sponsors can go to the same website, blackbusinessexpousa.com, to donate. This is a fundraiser again, and to fund it, we have a Cash App. It's at the bottom of the screen, $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. So again, students, go register at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every single dollar counts, and we want to remind you periodically to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expos for April 2024. They include NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richer Coaching and Training, Carolina Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, the Black Business Expo. You know, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side. Hi, I'm Barbara Smith. Genius is common. My genius is executive coaching and professional corporate training. As the master executive coach and corporate training ambassador for the Genius is Common movement, I help business owners craft their stories in such a way that you know exactly what they do, what they have, and what they bring to the table. Many times as business owners, we are asked, so what do you do for a living? And we could be crushing in our businesses, but we're not quite sure exactly what to say in a short amount of time. Well, I help you take those stories that are the reason why you're in business and why you're so passionate about your business and craft them in such a way that people are drawn to you as opposed to being repelled by you. Because every conversation, every time you talk to someone about your business, you are excited about it. But are you really conveying what you do, what you have, and what you bring to the table? And do really people understand why you care so much and why they should care that you have the solution to their problem? Well, I'm here to help you with that. As a master storyteller, I can help you with your stories and spin them in such a way that they are intriguing and fascinating. People want to listen to you talk about your business. That's why at the Genius is Common movement, I am the master executive coach and professional training ambassador. That's my genius. And genius? Oh yeah, it's common.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo. one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Great rising, great rising, great rising business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. I'm Barbara H. Smith, your moderator for this morning, and I am grateful to be here on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders. We have speakers from North Carolina, Singapore, Africa, London, and all cities across the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is no stranger to the Black Business Network. She is the CEO, Chief Engagement Officer of the Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, known as CVS MDC, also known as the Council, is an intentional connector. She's got a goal that's above and beyond anything I've seen in the Black community. It's to create wealth by certifying, developing, connecting, and advocating for ethnic minority-owned businesses, MBEs. The council serves minority business owners and corporate partners in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. And as a regional affiliate of nmsdc.org, it is the largest certifying agency of MBEs in the United States. Help me welcome my friend, my sister, Dr. Dominique Milton.
Hello, Barbara. How are you?
Great and grateful every day, my sister. How are you?
Oh, good. We keep giving each other the title of doctor. I can't claim that title yet, but we are bestowing it in a vision for both of us. So I can't claim the title of doctor yet. But I thank you for inviting me here today. It's always a pleasure to be back on this show because genius is common and we have so much to share with our viewers. So I appreciate you having me back. And I'm so excited about the guests that we're going to have here today.
I'm excited because you always bring the fire. And so I'm going to get out the way so you can bring the fire with your group of people that always come on. And genius is common. And I'll see you on the other side.
I'll see you on the other side. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as Barbara said, we are the largest certifying agency of ethnic minority business owners in the country. We have their presidents throughout this country, the United States, that cover every state. So there are 23 of me's across the United States, and making sure that business owners are advocated for. And so for our students, students are important to us today. That's why we're here raising money for our students. I want you to know that if you have an entrepreneurial business idea, if the business is started or if it's just an idea, I have a pitch competition for you. And all you have to do is go to my website at www.cvmsdc.org to apply for the pitch competition. It can take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes to upload a video about your business, and you can win thousands of dollars. So I encourage all of our students that are listening, anyone under 25 who's a full-time student, to apply for our pitch competition. And that link will be streaming across the screen a little bit later. So thank you for that. So today, if you've been following us, each month, I always bring you very successful business owners so that you can learn from them, learn how they started their business, learn how they've grown their business, learn about the pitfalls, and glean some advice from them. So today I bring you Miss Diamond Brown. She is the founder and CEO of Diamond's Body Care, a plant-based body care company. She holds a degree in business and marketing and spent 17 years working in the marketing department of a Fortune 500 company before transitioning to full-time entrepreneurship. So folks, there's a clue there. She gained some entrepreneurial experience inside of a company. Diamond is an alumna of the Goldman Sachs program, B3 Elevation, the University of Richmond's MBE Executive Management Program, and the top shelf retail sponsored by Walgreens. She is an official spa supplier for Marriott's premium brand hotels, where her products are used for spa treatments. Her products are available at 7 stores across Charlotte and several airports. Her brand has an international presence in several luxury Airbnb resorts in the Dominican Republic and Belize. On a personal level, Diamond mentors over 15 individuals, a role she finds deeply rewarding, and additionally, she donates 10% of her proceeds to support cancer survivors. So we're going to learn and hear from Diamond today. Diamond, come on down.
Hey, Dominique, thanks for having me.
No, welcome to the show, Diamond. Such an impressive bio. So I am so thankful to have you as one of our MBEs who has gone through one of our developmental programs and who is being very successful with your product line. So let's go back to the beginning, Diamond. Tell us how you got started.
So I started formulating products back in 2008 when my husband was diagnosed with cancer. His skin was extremely dehydrated due to the chemotherapy and the radiation. So I was in school to be a registered nurse, and my chemistry teacher and I, we started formulating products for my husband. And within 1 week of him using our shea butter, his skin cleared up tremendously.
Wow.
Yes. And so I started passing out samples to the other patients during our chemo sessions. And unfortunately, my husband passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And so I stopped making products. And my dad painted a room in my house pink, and we called it the Pink Lab. And in that space, I started formulating products for those that are still alive. And it became a passion of mine. So
Okay.
that's how
So
I got
so
started.
so the work that you did at this Fortune 500 company, did that help you in your business, or you had to develop some chemistry skills somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Okay. All right. So tell us when you developed the skills to start formulating, or was it just homegrown?
It was homegrown. It was
Okay.
pretty much learning different recipes, what works, what don't work, what products are going to bring the proper hydration, and which products are going to be most moisturizing to the skin. So all of our products are plant-based and all natural.
Okay. Excellent. So tell us about your product line. What do you have?
So Diamond's Body Care is a plant-based body care line where we formulate products for cancer survivors and those with sensitive skin. Some of our products, which I have here,
Yes, I want to see.
is our botanical body oil.
Okay.
This is our hero product because it has an actual botanical flower on the inside.
Okay.
Which is very unique, but it has jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, and different organic fragrance oils in it. So this is one product that's a part of our line. We have shea butter, organic scrub, and shea massaging soap. So we have 4 different products.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And so, do you think that the time that you spent in corporate America helped you in any way to prepare you for your business?
Of course it did, because I hold a degree in marketing.
Okay.
And so I worked for the marketing department for 17 years. And so I learned the different techniques of corporation and how I can incorporate that into my business.
Okay, good. I asked that question because of a lot of business owners have an idea, right? And I have quite a few who have formulated in their kitchen, formulated in their garage. Most major businesses started in somebody's garage or somebody's back room somewhere. But the point I want to make with my viewers is that you have to have some skills in order to help catapult this business, right? And so if you don't have those skills, you need to be able to reach out and find somebody who can help you with the marketing, help you with the packaging, help you with the design. So tell us about the journey, because I know it wasn't always roses. Tell us about the journey, the pitfalls and the high points.
Yes. So I started off, as I stated, back in 2008, and I was start and stop my business because I didn't think that my company can make as much money as my salary. And so 4 years ago, I left my corporate job.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I became a full-time entrepreneur. And to my surprise, now I make double my salary, and so I didn't think that I could. And some of the ups and downs is me growing too fast. And so with me growing too fast, I had to learn on the fly. I had to learn how to pivot. I had to learn when it comes to inventory management. And then I also had to learn how to be a great leader with my employees.
Yes.
So, I mean, that hard part is letting an employee go that you may have built a bond, but it doesn't work for the actual business aspect.
Excellent.
So, and then also funding. Now,
we're going to get to funding in a second.
Okay.
We're going to get to funding. So you said you had to leave your job. Did you make the money that you want to make before you left your job? Did you create a certain base before you left your job?
I wish I would have.
Okay. All right. So that's important, right? Because one of the pieces of advice that we give folks is, keep your side hustle going until it covers you on the salary that you had, and then and bank your money, right? And then did you have in your business plan how you were going to get funding?
I did not.
Okay.
I just, people had seen my success, and I had friends and family that wanted to invest in me, and they invested large sums of money. Okay. But when you talk about saving money, by the grace of God, I have an amazing fiance. I just got engaged.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. And so my fiance, he pays all of our household bills. So I didn't have to focus on my day-to-day living. I just had to focus on my actual business bills.
Okay.
And my business kind of took care of itself. But I draw from my 401k a lot, which I converted to an IRA. I draw from that a lot in order to sustain my business.
Okay. All right. So a lesson point for our viewers. It is very important that you have a reserve set aside before you launch your business. It is very important that you understand how to obtain financing, not from auntie, Okay, that's good if auntie can give it to you, right? But
Yes.
you want to get financing from a bank if you can, right?
Yes.
And make that a part of your business plan. Now, I know that you went to the University of Richmond, and I know that you learned some of these things at University of Richmond, but that was already after you started your business.
Correct.
Talk to us about learning how to work on your business versus in your business and what you learned at University of Richmond.
So University of Richmond was a life-changing experience for me. Not only the professors that I met, but also the cohort mates that I was with. So it was a very intense program. So
Mhm.
they taught you from sun up to sundown about finance and about marketing. I mean, it was such a great program that I was able to take the things that I've learned and put it into my business, which taught me how to work on my business and not in it.
Yes.
So with having employees, like having an assistant and I have production workers that run our productions, then that allows me to free up some of my time to do the most important things that only I can do as a CEO.
Very good. So for our listeners, I run an advocacy group. CVMSDC is an advocacy group, and we have 4 pillars. We certify, we help develop, we connect, and we advocate for you. And what Diamond is talking about is the development aspect. We
Yes.
pay for you to go to developmental programs to hone your business, right? So no matter if you're already at $1 million, if you're at 5 million, you want to get to 10 million, $10 million, wherever it is that you are, you need to take time to slow down
Yes.
so that you can work on your business and build it up. You have to have a plan, and that plan has to be adjusted on an annual basis,
It does.
depending on where you are, right? You learned that, didn't you?
Yes, I did the quarterly basis because my
Quarterly basis.
always up and down. And, just to be very transparent, as you stated, I may get a real big contract. And then if you lose it, then that kind of disrupts your bottom line. And so people don't forecast that. You think you're going to have this partnership for years. And when they take it away, you're like, oh, Lord, what do I do now? So that is lessons that I've learned too in business.
So I'm glad you took me there, because that is one of the 4 major problems that business owners have. So the 4 problems that I've seen in my experience is access to funding, right?
Yes.
So making sure that you have access to funding before you need it, access to contracts. You want to make sure you get contracts.
Yes.
Readiness, being ready when the contract comes.
That's
But
important.
then what we're going to talk about now is scalability. Some people do not understand scalability. Scalability means that if Diamond gets an order for 5,000 products from Walgreens for just the East Coast 1 week, and then the next week she gets an order for 100,000 bottles of oil, to go nationwide, or whatever the distribution point is, she needs to be able to scale up. That means she needs to be able to bring in enough people to be able to do that, or have a co-packer. And then when that contract goes away, as she just said, not have to lay off everybody, figure out a way in which she can roll through the tides of the ups and downs of supply and demand.
Yes.
So there's 2 different ways. Well, there's multiple ways you can have expansibility. That's a new word, right? Expandability. So you have to, if with products like yours, most people have a co-packer.
Yes.
And a co-packer, folks, is someone who produces a product for you. I always suggest that you have one on the West Coast, the middle states, and on the East Coast. But if you don't have a co-packer, another way to do it is the way Diamond is doing it, is to manufacture on your own.
Yes.
Right? So talk to us about why you chose manufacturing on your own and your scalability.
So I decided to open my own manufacturing facility because I wanted to employ the people in my community. So I know that if I get a co-packer, yes, they're going to help with volume, but I am strategically scaling my business slow where I know the capacity that we can do. So as you stated, I do not have the capacity to fulfill maybe a 10,000 or 50,000 unit order. However, I can fulfill a 5,000, a 6,000 because I understand our production runs. So that's why I decided. And also I wanted to keep the integrity of my brand there with the ingredients, because unfortunately some co-packers, if they run out of that ingredient, they're not going to tell you. They're just going to fill it with something else. So I want to be able to have control of the ingredients to make sure the integrity stays in place.
And it's a great strategy. We just watched last night, brands that have changed the world. And we watched the story of Mars and how the Mars company was built. And if you all have not watched that, tune in and watch that. It is just a fascinating story to see how he built the plants, created the products, and manufactured everything himself. There were no co-packers. He did everything himself like you're doing to maintain that control. So that is a great strategy, but you have to understand your limitations as you go through that, right? And then you understand, okay, in 6 months, I want to be able to make 10,000 of whatever. And that means hiring 2 more people or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But as long as you understand your limitations and your goals for growth, you're fine.
I agree. And then one other thing is when you think about the path you want to take your business, for example, a lot of people want to be in mass retail of a Walgreens or a Target. However, I've picked a different path. My path is spas. So I know that spas only order so much. And so we can keep up with, even if we had 50 spas, I can keep up with that, because they're only ordering so many units at one time. And then also airports. I love being in the airport because it has the highest foot traffic, even more than Sephora and Target combined. So, and I'm the only product that's underneath as far as in Detroit. And the stores that I'm in 4 different stores. I'm the only body care product within that store. So I don't have to share shelf space. And I don't have any other competition because I'm the only product on the shelf.
So to our viewers, write that down. That is a niche strategy.
Yes.
And Diamond has carved out a place for her unique herbal. Can we call them herbal? Are they plant-based?
They're plant-based. Yes.
Plant-based products, right? You've carved out your niche. So you don't have a competitor.
No.
You have a dedicated market. I love the fact that you went into the airports because people underestimate the value of an airport. That foot traffic there is just invaluable. And most people going through there on expense accounts, right?
Yes.
Or their mindset is, okay, I'm on vacation, I'll spend differently, or I'm on business and I can buy this product, right? So do you have to have different sizes in the airport?
Well, currently I just have my full sizes, but they're putting me in a different store, which I'm going to put my, which I have here, which are my self-care gift sets. So these are TSA approved and they're travel. So we're going to put together a lot of these for the travelers to purchase.
I love that. I love that. I'm going to order one of those. So that is key. So she has manufacturing on her own.
Yes.
Talk to me about the business plan. How are you honing that?
So as far as my business plan, it changes, right? And so my business plan is to scale with trying to get 10 spas a month, if possible. If
10
not,
spas a month.
Yes. So that takes a lot of, now I did, by the grace of God, I have a partnership with Marriott International. Their EDI department, the director, she is putting all of these spas, which is a lot of them, all on one Zoom and allowing me to pitch them all at one time.
That is phenomenal. How did you make that connection?
So I was at a conference in Atlanta, and a Black business conference, and I met a lady that was over Mass Mutual. And she said, my friend works at Marriott. And so she got me the connection. And she also connected me with Mass Mutual, and now I have a contract with them. And so with that being said, segue into how important being MBE is. If I was not an MBE certified, I would not have had the opportunity for this, because you have to be certified.
So go ahead.
And then also corporate partnerships, me coming to the conferences, me being MBE certified and showing up. I mean, I even got a purchase order from Ferguson Plumbing Company.
There you go.
So who would think that a body care company can get a purchase order from a plumbing company? And
we have so many stories like that. Many stories like that. So what she's talking about, folks, is MBE certification means that you go through an organization like mine, and it says that you are certified as a minority-owned business. There's agencies for women-owned businesses. When I was an MBE, we were woman-owned, minority-owned. We were 8A certified. If you're a veteran, you can be veteran certified. There's LGBTQ certified. So I encourage our business owners to get as many certifications as you can, because each organization offers you some different connections, different trainings, different benefits. And so the other thing I tell people is, if you reach your arms out, that's as far as you can go. If I stretch my arms out, that's all the work that I can do, right? But when you link up with other organizations, you are now increasing your bandwidth. So the 24 hours in a day that Diamond has, and the 24 hours in a day that Dominique has, when we join together, now we have 48 hours, right? And you have all the people that are working for you in these different companies. You're now expanding what you can do on a daily basis. You wonder why, Steve Jobs and Oprah Winfrey, they get all this done. They don't do it on their own. They have help, right?
And then also it builds your capability statement.
Yes.
So I've already had Costco, State Farm, and Campbell's. I've had quite a few corporations already purchase from me, so I could put that on my capability statement. So now when Mass Mutual see me, they're like, oh, if they used her, then we can use her, because she's already been through the process with these other corporations.
So let's go back to certification before we get into that capability statement, because that's important. So folks, a lot of people, I've met a woman, and we hired her for her limo service. And I said, are you certified? She says, no, I didn't want to be certified. I didn't want people to know I was a Black-owned company because I thought it might hurt me. It doesn't hurt you. It helps you, because these large corporations want to know that they are supporting minority-owned businesses. And so we encourage you to get the certification, put it on your business cards. But let me make this caveat: never lead with that. When you pick up the phone to call somebody and say, hi, I'm Diamond, and I have these products, you want to talk about the uniqueness of your products, the value that you bring to the table, not the fact that you're a minority, because they're going to know that, or they're going to ask you, are you certified, right? And then you say, yes, absolutely, I'm certified, went through all the paperwork, here's my certification number, but let me tell you how my products can help your customers, right? Let me tell you why I'm unique. And you lead with the value, and everything else will follow from there.
I agree.
So let's talk about that capability statement, because a lot of people don't know what you're talking about. What is a capability statement?
So a capability statement shows what your business is capable of doing. It shows your NAICS code, which is the industry that you're in. And it also talks about how much fulfillment your company can do, the different partnerships that you currently hold. And it's almost like a personal resume, but specifically for your business. So it is your business resume, and it shows your capabilities.
Absolutely. And it needs to be flawless, folks. Make sure that you have an editor to look at it. So on a capability statement, you would have pictures of your 4 products, or how many products you have. You would have listings of your NAICS codes, the areas that you serve, right? The industries that you serve. You would have references, maybe some quotes from some customers that you've had, and just a summary of what you offer. Diamond also mentioned that she has customers that she never thought she would have had. Ferguson is a plumbing company, right?
Yes.
Every company needs gifts.
Yes. New York Fashion Week. I mean, we'll be here all day.
We'll be here all day. So think outside of the box when you think about how you're going to market your company.
Yes.
Think outside the box when you think about the potential customers that you're going to have. Try and create a niche. Definitely have a business plan and a capability statement.
Yes.
Link up with companies like my company, cvmstc.org, and you need to certify wherever your business is. So I know we have listeners all over the United States and internationally. We have international organizations that do the exact same thing that I do, right? So make sure that you're linking up with companies that can help you, because the failure rate of businesses, the majority of businesses fail within the first 5 years.
Yes, because it's tough.
Because it's tough, but also because they try and do it alone, right? They use all their own money, then their credit gets bad, and when they go to the bank, they can't get a loan, right?
True.
And so Dr. Kelly talked earlier about being a soulpreneur, an iPreneur. The way you go from being a soulpreneur and iPreneur is to plan for it, have that business plan, so that now, as Diamond says, she's hired for people, right?
Yes.
So, and if she needs to hire 6 people, she can. So she's empowering the community where she lives. She is now creating wealth by hiring somebody else who can now put their kids through college, right? And it's a trickle down effect. We did this study, and it said for every dollar that a supplier invested in MBE, like Diamond, there's $1.72 back into the economy, because she can then go out and hire somebody else, buy products and services to create her product, and then she's changing the infrastructure in her community.
And I also mentor them where I'm not like, I say this isn't permanent. Like, I want to help you foster your dreams. I want to help you get to where you want to get to. So let's talk about it. How can I help you? And people have went off and got careers. People have went off back to college and all of that for working for me, because I want to mentor them and pour into them.
Tell me your favorite mentoring story.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, so from a perspective of, I had someone where I advised them on things they should do with their website. I helped them write their about us and their capability statement and all of that. So my favorite one is everything that I taught her, like within a day, like our session within a day, she did it that day. She came back to me the next day and had implemented every single thing that I suggested. Now that was like mind blowing.
Everybody needs a student like that.
Yes, I could not believe it. And she was showing me the success, and she was showing me how she did this brunch and how everything that I told her, it just really helped her with doing this Mother's Day brunch that she's done. She's a first lady over a church. So it's, yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome. So as we get ready to wrap up, I want you to share some advice, closing advice for our viewers, and then also do a shout out, because some people are just listening and not watching, how people can buy your products. So first with the advice.
Sure. So my very first words of advice is, don't allow others to project their fears upon you. Going into business, even if it's part-time, full-time, it takes a lot of tenacity, and it takes a lot of mental strength and resilience to do it. And so if other people are afraid, then they're going to project that upon you. And so that's one thing. And number two, as Dominique already stated, making sure you have a clear business plan, making sure that you're putting yourself in places to get resources such as the CVM SDC and other organizations. Knowledge is important. I've participated in so many cohorts, and had I not did that, I would not be as successful as I am today. So that's important, always getting knowledge, and not allowing others to project fears upon you, and just believing in yourself and always asking for help, from different organizations, because that's what they're there for. Like Miss Milton has dedicated her entire life to this, and so she's a great resource, and her team is a great resource. So that's what I can really say.
Well, thank you for that. And I love that quote, don't let others project their fears upon you, right? Because when you do, that could be limiting. A lot of times people say, I have this great business idea. What do you think about it? I have to hold my tongue, right? Because I might not think it's a good business idea, but I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Because who thought we'd be paying $5 for a bottle of water?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Who thought we'd pay $7 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks, right? And so any idea can become a huge success, right? Yes. My father used to, he would write Sin Rayus, and he wrote one of my favorite ones that said, one great idea can change a pauper into a millionaire overnight.
Oh, wow.
And it's so true. So you can have an idea, and I can have the exact same idea, and you take that idea and become a multi-millionaire, billionaire with that same idea, and I don't do anything with it, right? So don't let others squelch your dream because of their fears or their beliefs, or they're not being able to see your vision. I love, love, love that. Okay. So that is great. So tell our viewers how they can buy your products.
So our website is www.diamondsbodycare.com, and that's where you can purchase our products. We're carried at quite a few boutiques and spas, but as far as direct, we're being able to read about the ingredients and the benefits, and everything is on our website.
Excellent. So let's take a moment to talk to our youth, because sometimes we forget that we're talking to the youth.
Oh yeah.
A message to the youth from you.
Okay. A message to the youth would be it's kind of the same thing, like believing in yourself. And then also you want to be so into it that you wake up and you know that today I'm going to accomplish this. Well, giving yourself grace also, right? Because we're so hard on ourselves, even as children. Like we feel as if we have to compare ourselves, especially with social media area. Oh my goodness, everybody thinks that they have to be so far in advance, but where they are today is where they're supposed to be. So that's what I would say is for the youth is to give yourself grace and allow yourself to grow because it's going to happen. Don't rush to get there.
I love that. I love that. And I'm going to add another one to that is to be coachable. We talk about how businesses grow, and you are so close to your product line when you're a business owner that sometimes you're not coachable, right? Somebody might say to you, if a buyer says to you, Diamond, I can buy 10,000 of those if you give me a smaller size. What are you going to do? You're going to find a way to get a smaller size. Even if you say, okay, I'm in the big size business, right? Or I'm in the yellow label business, and they say, I want a purple label. If you're going to buy 10,000 and it's not going to hurt me, and there's a reason why you're telling me this, I need to learn how to be coachable. Being coachable is so important. And then on top of being coachable, you need to be flexible. That's a little bit different, right? So, and then not get salty. How many times have you pitched a business and you didn't get the business?
Oh boy, quite a few.
Right? But you can't get salty. You can't get upset when you don't get that contract. You have to say, okay, that no means I need to try it a different way. I don't like the word no. To me, no means let's get it on, right? So that's the beginning of starting the sales process. Once you've told me no, I've got to find out a different way, figure out why you said no, and find out a solution to be able to help you so that you can then say yes.
And I'm not afraid of no's.
That's
how I landed the Marriott. I reached out to them and they said yes. And that was 4 years ago. But I didn't think that I could land it, and I did. But so I had the boldness to even ask, and they had to tell me no. And sometimes it's not right now, and being persistent because people are busy. These buyers, oh my goodness, they don't respond to your emails instantly. Sometimes they don't respond until 3 months later.
That's right. That's right. We can't take it personal. There's a saying that says Q-tip, right? And Q-tip stands for quit taking it personal. A lot of times you'll hear something and you'll take it personal, then you get salty, and then you just cut yourself out from all the opportunities that could come in the future, right? You have to make sure that you realize when people tell you something, it's coming from their point of view. And you can't take it personally. When you start taking things personally, that's when you shut down your opportunities.
I agree.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we talked about the benefits of joining an organization like CVMSDC. How has it been valuable for you overall?
Overall, it's been extremely valuable for me because, as I stated, Margillette told me when I interviewed to be MB certified, she said, Diamond, get in those rooms. And ever since I've been certified, I have volunteered and I've been a part of every conference. And I show up to all the ring meetings. And so I want people to know me, and I want people to get to know me and my brand. And so just the learning aspect of it, as you guys stated, you guys sponsored me to go to Richmond, Virginia for 1 week in order to learn. So that was important. And then also some businesses cannot do business with you if you're not certified.
There you go. There you go. And so the appointment point I want to leave with, and you said that we hadn't talked about that, is showing up. That's the fourth problem. We talked about those 4 problems that businesses have: access to capital, access to contracts, doors being open, being ready when those doors open, and scalability. But the readiness means that you are showing up all the time. When I called you and I said, Diamond, do you want to be interviewed? You're like, for what? I told you, absolutely, I'll be there, right? Because it's a way to expand your brand. You showed up ready, right?
And consistently showing up.
You consistently show up. You have to be in the room. I tell people you have to be at the table to eat. So if you're not at the table, then you can't partake in the meal. If you're not at the table, you don't know what's about to happen, right? And as a mentor, because you're a mentor, I'm a mentor, you can't change the narrative if you're not at the table speaking up for the people that need to be spoken up for. Because behind closed doors, we are few,
Yes.
right? And behind closed doors is where stuff happens.
Yes. And that's why I signed up to be on a board for where my business is located, because I wanted to see change. And so I'm like, I'm going to sit on a board so that I can have a voice for the other business owners that may not have the time to sit on boards.
Yes, absolutely. I remember being behind closed doors one day and we were interviewing this young lady. And when she left, the gentleman next to me, he says, "Oh, I didn't like her. She was just too aggressive. She had kind of an attitude." And I said, that was not an attitude. That was confidence. And we're taught that. You know, I went to HBCU, I went to Spelman College, right? We're taught to walk into a room and have a presence, and make yourself seen, and bring value. And some people, you know, misinterpret that as arrogance or aggressiveness, but it's confidence, right? You have to be assertive. And as women, we have to understand how to assert ourselves to get the point across that we need to get the point across, right? And so, you know, I was able to defend her behind closed doors. And if I was not in that room, she would have still been labeled as this aggressive, angry person, where she was not. She was highly qualified, right? Very assertive, and she was ready to do the job. But we have to have voices speaking up for us behind closed doors. And so that's so important for us to be in the room, be at the table. And I had a book that I had everybody read this year. It's called One Word That Will Change Your Life.
Oh, wow.
Have you read that?
No, but I need to.
Yes. And it's all about, like, I have a vision board, and it's all about creating your vision, but focusing on one word. And so my word last year was intentionality. That's my favorite word at all times, right? Because I believe you have to be intentional about where you spend your time, where you spend your money, where you save your money, right? The conversations you have, the people you engage with. If you're not intentional about that, then the wind will blow and you'll find yourself just, you know, any which way, right? So be intentional about that. And then our business word for the year is inclusivity. So everything we're doing is inclusive activation. Is the conference we're having in August. That's our business opportunity conference, August 5th and 6th in Virginia Beach. There's a QR code behind me. I encourage everyone to sign up to be there. There'll be about 450 business owners, corporations, coming together to do business, right? And so I encourage you to be there, but being intentionally inclusive is critical.
Yes, I'll be there.
I know you will be there. And Miss Barbara is going to be there too. It's in her hometown.
Right in my backyard. Yes,
right
you
in
are.
your backyard. And I actually have a role for you if you're going to be there, Barbara. So
count me in.
Count you in. Okay, you've been waiting for that. Okay. So I am so happy to have had you here today, Diamond. Thank you for bringing the fire. Thank you for bringing your knowledge. Much success to you. And Ms. Barbara, back to you.
Listen, this was a fabulous conversation, Diamond. It is great to meet you. I'm going to connect with you. I've got some ideas for you to help this whole organization and some other organizations that might need your products and services.
I appreciate it.
I loved that consistency and intentionality and inclusivity. I loved all of it. This conversation was fire. You asked a question earlier, Dominique, about how you stream this. I don't know how you do it, but we got to get this out because this was a huge, huge, huge conversation that so many business owners need to have. So thank you so much, Diamond. I want Diamond to give us one more time. I'm already on the website, but I need you to give one more time how you get your products.
So on my website, which is www.diamonds, that's with an S, DIAMONDS, body, BODY, care, CARE.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And this was a great conversation, Dominique. As always, I got to call you later for another reason. But this was great. This was great.
Thanks.
You know, your genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Thank you. All right,
great
Barbara.
Conversation, Dominique. As always, you bring the fire. I'm so grateful to know you. This is about scholarships, ladies and gentlemen. The Black Business Expo is on a mission to raise funds for high school seniors going to college and K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo, again, is about raising money for our students. So go to blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund. Students, you can register there as well to become a recipient of a scholarship. The address is blackbusinessexpousa.com to find out more about the scholarship fund. Go to our Cash App to donate. It's Cash App, #BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students, again, register to learn more about the scholarship and apply at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every single dollar counts, and we want to continuously remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors and partners for April 2024. They include NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richey Coaching and Training, Carolina Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, who you just heard from with Dominique Milton, CEO, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Why? Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Akwanda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak in English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
5-Star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. This results in more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Visit www.5starbdm.com today to learn more.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur? Or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
I was born and raised in southeastern West Virginia, the coal fields. My father was an AME minister. For me, I was very fortunate. Even though I grew up in the segregated South, I was surrounded by flourishing Black businesses, doctors, lawyers, bankers, dentists. They were all there and they were all successful. And I guess that's part of my dream, is to see that success come back. My name is Joseph Simmons, and I am the founder of the Center for Micro-Entrepreneurial Training. We have this moment in time where we can change the trajectory of people. And our focus is on women, Black and brown entrepreneurs, and their access to capital, their ability to build thriving businesses, the ability to employ people. There's a study that showed that in those three communities, especially Black and brown communities, $1 stays in those communities for 30 minutes. In white community, $1 stays in their communities for 8 hours. So think about it. For you in a Black or brown community to get gas, to get food, to go to a restaurant, you've got to leave your community, take those dollars out of that community and take it to another community that's already being well served. So if we can reverse that, if we can go from 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours, that's progress. That's what we need to do. I was with SCORE. And then in May of 2020, of course, the events happened in regards to the murder of George Floyd. The other thing that I was experiencing was the denials of federal funds for small businesses. And it revolved around one thing. These businesses were not being prepared for grants and for government programs. And I came up with the idea for the Center for Micro-Entrepreneurial based off those two things. Morgan Stanley had a report out in 2020, first quarter, and it talked about there were three groups that were massively devastated by COVID-19 on their business. That was 1, women, number 2, Black, and number 3, brown entrepreneurs. The research showed that they had less cash on hand, they had less opportunity to go into a bank and get money, and they were very dependent on family and friends to keep their business up and running. If we can focus on those three groups, then we can have a dramatic impact on our communities. Really, the focus is on 3 areas. And those 3 areas are 1, the people, number 2, the courses, and number 3, a support network. Here at CMAT, we will provide you with the fundamentals for generational success. And you will be creating a vibrant community by attending our 5-day immersive training course.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the Hey Tie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out. Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the Hey Tie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Have you ever seen a parent stressed out and needed a stress reliever with their child? One morning I was coming out of a store and saw a mother and her 3 or 4-year-old son. She was highly upset, actually beginning to yell at him. However, the more upset she became, it seemed the calmer the child became. He sat down on the sidewalk, crisscross applesauce, folded his arms, and looked up at her with a smile. You see, the angrier she became, the calmer he became, because he had the control of the situation. Hi, I'm Frizelma Lynn. I am the CEO and founder of Frizelma Teaching Parents, LLC. I'm a retired teacher, school district administrator, an author, speaker, and I am the parenting 911 coach. My mission is to rescue families by equipping parents with proven, effective, and practical strategies to enhance their parenting skills. Many times we as a society expect parents to teach, train, and raise their children without providing the necessary tools they need to accomplish this. However, parenting issues cannot be resolved without intervention. Therefore, Frizoma Teaching Parents has provided coaching programs, digital courses, and live webinar trainings to provide step-by-step research-based parenting strategies, even for parents whose children are disrespectful, defiant, for those who have been diagnosed with ADD and ADHD, and even for parents of adult children. No longer will you have the need to feel like you are a failure as a parent. You'll now have the tools needed for each situation. Trust me on this one. Go to www.parenting911.org. Book a 15-minute strategy session with me or choose one of the coaching programs. Our training helps parents relieve stress.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Great rising business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. I am your moderator for this morning, and my name is Barbara H. Smith. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Australia, Japan, and cities all across America. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Today, we have the honor of someone who isn't just building brands, he's building a better world. As CEO of 5-Star BDM, he empowers individuals and businesses to craft online identities that attract opportunities, command respect, and leave legacies that leave impact. He is also a podcaster. His flagship podcast, Follow the Brand, consistently nets top spots, awarded a 10 top podcast by FeedSpot and New World Report this year. Thanks to his talent for extracting actionable insights and inspiration from industry leaders, his influence extends far beyond the microphone. He's a fervent advocate of diversity and inclusion in healthcare, earning the prestigious Personal Brand Development Award of 2023 from New World Report for his tireless effort to close disparities and amplify underserved communities and voices. When he's not championing healthcare equality, you'll find him mentoring young leaders, inspiring audiences at conferences, or casting a line in the vibrant waters of Miami. Fun fact, he is an avid fisherman. His infectious enthusiasm, unwavering integrity, and genuine desire to make a positive ripple. And by the way, it's not a ripple, it's a wave woven into everything he does. He's a living testament to the power of personal branding, not just for personal success, but for creating a world when all of us, everyone, can thrive. It is my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to chat with this young man, Grant McGow.
Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, sir. It is my pleasure again to have you on the Black Business Network and share the platform with you. I got one question out the gate, though.
Yes.
Get involved in your podcast. Let me get on your show.
Oh, that's so easy. You know what? You're my next guest. How about that? That is so wonderful. I love talking to you, Barbara. You bring so much to the game, and what you do is absolutely valuable for any entrepreneur, for anybody that's in career. You've got to know how to communicate effectively on different types of stages. You bring that type of skill set to the table, and I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate all that you do for healthcare and the rest of us, because you're a staple, like, a bookend on the Black Business Network. Dominique Milton, Grant McGow, bookends on this show. Every time I'm here, I'm so grateful to be in your presence. So let's dive right in. Okay. What is, first of all, I said BDM. Those acronyms stand for something. Why don't you share with us how you got started and why that's BDM?
Yes. So BDM, Brand Development Masters, that's what it stands for. I started the company 4+ years ago, and it was a natural progression for where I was in my career trajectory. Being in corporate America for 25+ years, doing a lot in business development for Fortune 500 companies and information technologies taught me a great deal. And one of the greatest things that I learned is that the value of a network. Once you have established a network, and that's just not a bunch of connections, these are things that are reciprocal in nature, that you're working with people that want to work with you and vice versa. And I didn't really realize the power of that until about 2019, when unfortunately the company I was working with went through a dramatic downsize, and then I found myself looking for new opportunities. And then when my own network within healthcare, within information technology, realized that I was now more or less a free agent, think of this in the sporting arena, they said, hey, you've established a fantastic network. We've seen you do just phenomenal things on social networks like LinkedIn, that you're bringing value to us consistently. And we realize that you've already have a mature market that you have created. Why don't we work together in which you can now bring that audience to me and vice versa, and you can work with me as a contractor? And I went, wow.
Pause right there. Like that is so huge, because you said you dropped so many nuggets in just that statement. Number one, we hear the cliche, your network is your net worth. In your case, it truly was, because you had to show up authentically. You had to show up with value. You had to show up because you did some things where you connected, and then you said your network reached out to you in collaboration. They wanted to work with you. You can't just live this life in an island and think that you don't have a ripple effect on other people. But that had to be built, Grant. You didn't just say, oh, I'm going to check this box. I know this person. I'm going to check this box. I know that person. That's not what you did. So tell us how you cultivated that network so that they saw value in you.
Oh, great question. Now you got to back up even further in time. Remember, that started in 2019.
Right.
This story really started around 2014.
Okay.
And that was because I went to a training. I always tell the story, but it's so important. This is 2014, right? And if you went to my LinkedIn profile in 2014, you would find, which I see, unfortunately, over 50% of the time, just not a profile that is cultivated to the maximum. It's very, very generic. I had a very generic profile. And when I went to this training, I just got hired for this Fortune 500 company, and I flew out there and went into the training facility and that type of thing. And normally this is kind of routine. They're going to start showing you the company spill, the product and services, and they're going to introduce you to some of the peers that you're going to be working with, as well as some of the corporate executives. And this particular training, normally I've been in sales for a long time. Like, oh, here's some sales training. Like, all right, this is going to be just more of the same. And it was not. It was an eye opener. The trainer came in and said to us, if you don't follow the process or the sales methodology that I'm going to introduce you today, you're going to fall into a pattern, an historic pattern for most salespeople, in which you will now be looking for a new job within 18 months. If you do not want this to be you, follow me. And we said, oh, that's interesting. And he said, we're going to introduce you to LinkedIn social selling. Today, most of you are just emailing people. You're just making cold calls. You're just going to your particular in-person event. And this is how you're cultivating your leads, correct? Hands went up. Great. This is not how you're going to be successful going forward. This is 2014, remember. And he said, if you don't understand how to use a digital platform, a business digital platform like LinkedIn, you're going to lose. And he said, let me give you an example. He said, who do you want to talk to? He said, well, we want to talk to vice presidents of information technology in certain corporations. He said, great, give me a name. Gave him a name. He pulled up their profile on LinkedIn. It had the beautiful crafted background, nice headshot, very detailed title, and an about story about who this executive was, what his history had been, and what he was about. He said, great, look at this individual. Now, let's look at your profile, Mr. Grant McGaw, and pulled up my profile. And I tell it, sir, because it was true. I looked like I just walked out of Starbucks or something. I just had a full body shot, just, a shirt on, some slacks, and my had no banner page. I just said IT sales guy. I had a regurgitated resume onto my LinkedIn information, and that was it. And he said very distinctly, why would this person want to interact with you? Why would this person give you the time of day? What differentiates you at all? Why would he give you any moment to interact with him just because you've got this big Fortune 500 logo behind you that you just started? That's not going to get it done. This is the beginning of my journey in 2014 that I got very intentional about cultivating relationships. And first, and I tell my people all the time this very, very stark reality. You've got to show up on LinkedIn or business digital profile, just like you would at a business meeting.
That is
and you've
correct.
got to look at that. And if you don't look like that, you're not ready for business. And that's how I started in 2014. For 5 years, I cultivated that intentional network. It's not about how many connections, it's who are those connections. And I cultivated that over that 5-year period. So when it came time, I was ready to step out into the entrepreneurial arena.
That was so good, Grant. And you know what's interesting about that is when I do training for corporations and hear people, especially business owners that want to be on their own, entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, and I look at their LinkedIn profile and it's a selfie shot and they have no recommendations and their profile is very scant and they don't want to do LinkedIn. I don't know how to use LinkedIn. I said, well, if you want to do business to business, that's where you need to be. And so I was so elated. I was over here smiling on the inside out when you said that, because it makes a huge difference. People spend money on people who spend money on themselves. And that means your marketing has to be at least your front facing profile has to be professional. It can't be selfie. It can't be you and the cats and the dogs and all those kinds of things unless that's your business. You know what I mean? And so it's different being on Instagram and being on Facebook than being on LinkedIn. So I'm so happy you said that. Well, I want to know about, you said you had a background in technology. I guess I never really realized that because I too have a background in technology, but with this rapid speed of the advancements in technology and AI especially, tell me how you incorporate those trends to service and benefit your clients.
You know, I love AI, artificial intelligence, and I have been in information technology for 20, 25 years. What you find out, or what I have found out, is that technology is an enablement tool, just like the telephone. When the telephone finally got into play, 80 some odd years ago, it brought people together quicker, and it brought them together real time. This was a game changer if you really think about just the telephone, right? And then as that's morphed into not just a regular telephone or in a business phone and then a personal phone, and then it got into computing, and then you began to realize, hey, through social networks, I can communicate through text, voice, video all the time. This is powerful because it makes our world much, much smaller. What I'm talking about now is accessibility. I have now accessibility that's worldwide. Just my tiny self. Flashback 30 years ago, what was your accessibility? 40 years before the cell phone, 50 years ago. That accessibility, you had to have your storefront as an entrepreneur was basically that. You had to go out, spend money on a store. You had to put a lot of capital in there, and you had to build this whole entire visibility storefront before you can even get business coming in your door. You don't have to do that anymore, right? That's still there, but AI has now taken myself, and when I call that, I use my Grant Cardone statement here, 10x. I 10x myself. I can now, the multiplicity of 5-star BDM is exponential within an AI framework. What took me, maybe let's just say, to send a simple email could have took me 15 minutes, depending on what it is that I'm putting together. Now it takes minutes. I could put together an email or less, obviously. It could take seconds, depending on what it is. You still need to check. And I always tell people, it's the human interaction with AI. AI by itself, don't just let it run off. You don't just, I'm not into self-driving cars yet. I don't know the self-driving AI. But pay attention. Right? You have to pay attention to, but you can get information quickly. That's the thing. It's about speed to market. Speed.
And it's about time saving.
Time saving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, you again, of course, dropping nuggets all the time right here. I just want y'all to know he's dropping nuggets all the time. If you're not catching up, pay attention. But the AI tool that you said, AI tools you said are not self-driving. You have to have human interaction. I want people to get that because so many people, Grant, are terrified of AI. But they say, hey Siri, hey Google, hey Alexa. I wasn't talking to you. See, my phone's already answering me. I wasn't talking to you. She just asked me, who's Alexa? Okay. All right. Because I have Google, right? So what we need to understand as a generation, especially our generation, is that there's nothing to be afraid of. You're already using the tools. Now you just need to understand how you capitalize on these tools to make your life easier, your life better, especially entrepreneurs. This is a total game changer. And I think because, Grant, you and I have information technology backgrounds, we're always looking to embrace the technology. That's just our brain, how we're wired. But there are people who are in our age range that don't understand. If you don't understand AI, ask your grandbaby, ask your niece, your nephew. Somebody knows how to use the technology so that you get more comfortable with it. Because if you don't embrace this technology, you will be left behind. Let me say that again for the people in the back. If you don't embrace this technology, you will be left behind. Do you agree?
100%. I mean, that's not even a choice. That would be like, I'm going to continue to use the fax machine instead of using email. I'm just going to put it, that's just how stark that is. Like, and nobody is even like a fax machine. I don't even have a phone line. What are you talking about?
Fax machine. What are you talking about? Like scanning your stuff and then sending it via email. There was a time when you couldn't even scan your documents. Now everything is mostly scanned. I don't know. There are a few people that are still using fax machines, but very few. You know, they're kind of obsolete.
You can still see it in some healthcare facilities. They still have fax because it's a trusted source, and trust is a big thing. And there is positive and negatives with AI as far as artificial intelligence, but this is just the beginning. I tell people all the time, if you look back when the internet started out and people started, adopting it at a high level, this is back in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was very kludgy. It was very archaic. It was kind of slow, but people started to see how they can use it. Then e-commerce got on top of it. And there were detractors, people that were, spamming people, or they were
scammers and spammers. Yeah.
All of that. They were scamming people as well. All of that because it was just a time for it to develop. Now look at now. There was a time where someone said, "Yeah, you give me your credit card," and then they'll give you an item. They'd be like, "Are you out of your mind? Do I look like an idiot?" Right? Well, who would give? I'm not giving you my. You can take my information and buy anything. Like no, because it got better. We now trust e-commerce, right?
Yeah.
Emphatically. I mean, I don't know too many people don't do online banking, for instance.
Well, there's some.
Before that was not the norm. I guarantee you AI will be the norm if it's not the norm now. And it's getting better and better and better. You don't just have Chat GPT. You now have Gemini, which is part of Google. You've got Grok that's out there now. You've got Claude that's out there now. But these are just names. What am I really saying? That means these are tool sets that are getting so human-like in behavior. Their insight and intuitive abilities are so exact and precise, you will not be able to tell if somebody AI generated that content or not. But guarantee this, it's still always human generated, because you are the one that's putting it out there to represent yourself. So you've got to make sure what it is that you're doing. So backing up to what we're talking about, how do I use that in my business? Is that I can use it for branding. I can use it for research. I can get quick research on what I'm looking for, and I can personalize that research a lot better than I ever could before for my client. So I can give you exacting information that's going to build you out a blueprint and a plan and a set of ideas and actions that you can now take to make your business or your career to get to the level and what your goals are quicker, faster, better. That is what I'm doing.
That's so huge. That's so huge. But in doing that, you're going to face some challenges. So what are some of the common challenges that your clients are facing in branding and business development? And how do you, 5-Star BDM, help them specifically address those challenges?
Number one thing is connecting to their audience. The number one thing I find over and over again is misalignment with their target audience, not understanding exactly who it is that you're communicating with and the value that you bring to that particular audience. It's such that is probably the number one challenge that I see quite often. The first thing that I do in my process, that we do an assessment. A lot of people do an assessment, but that assessment is so critical. We need to understand your current state. I need to understand that. And they need to understand what you know about your business or your product or your service or your career and what you're doing. And then I knew to truly understand what you know about, not what I know about, what you know about the audience that you want to connect with. Whether that's you want a new career, you want a new job, you want to get new clients, you want to build your business, you want to build your career. What does that look like from your lens? And then I'm going to take that and understand that, and then bring you into a framework called the BRAVE framework. That is around your brand strategy. That's brand identity. That's around research. We've got to really do a lot of research in what you're trying to accomplish and where you fit. Then I stop there. And what we do is a skills gap analysis. If you do not do a gap analysis about your current state and your desired state, you're already going to be misaligned. And that information has to be exact and it has to be precise. Because if you work with a lot, you hear a lot of people, oh, I'm into branding, I'm into marketing. I'm not really a brander or a marketer. What I am is a developer. I do development. I help you to understand what it is that you're trying to accomplish and the steps that it'll take for you to accomplish them. Now, you've got to do the work. I'm only giving you the blueprint.
Wait, hold on. You mean I gotta use that 4-letter word? I gotta work.
You gotta work. You gotta put in the work and the skin in the game. There is no professional athlete that's out there that even though they're coach and they're telling what to do, the coach is never going to pick up the ball and go out there and play the game for them. It's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you what to do to win. You've got to implement it, right? Now, I also do business development for some of my clients as well, that I do take on that mantle, and I will go out there and I'll play the game. But still, we've got to understand what it is you're trying to accomplish, where you're taking you through. So the BRAVE framework is around brand strategy. It's around that brand identity, identifying that current state. It gets into the research. What is the market research? Where do you sit in relationship to what you're trying to accomplish? What is your positioning? Once you understand that, you can begin to understand your niche in that particular market through your gap analysis. Because if you don't understand your gap analysis, you will become a commodity in the workplace or in the business space. That's the worst place to be, is to be in the commoditized zone. That means you cannot command a premium for your price. And the only thing that's going to differentiate you is price. So the lowest price wins, you lose margin, and you're out of business. That is a playbook for failure. So I identify what your niche really is, what your skill set, and what is your mindset and your tool set that you can use to leverage to get you to the next level. And the next level in the BRAVE framework is all about the aesthetics. Now you can begin to understand why. See, this is the first mistake people make when they will approach you. Grant, can you make websites? Well, yeah, I can make your website. Well, make my website like. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't start like that.
It doesn't start like that. That's like going into a clothing store and say, do you have clothes? Well, yeah. Well, then they give you some clothes. You know, you have no idea what your taste, your style, what you're trying to do, what are you dressing for. All that has to be answered. Your aesthetics, you cannot just show up. Remember I said earlier about my LinkedIn profile. Yeah, I have a LinkedIn profile and I look like this, but you're trying to be able to communicate with somebody that looks like that. So there's a complete misalignment there. So we ever get you aligned, part of that A, you got to look at your aesthetics and you got to look at your assets. Now we can really assess your assets in what the game that you're trying to play. And then you become visible. When we make it visible, that means you're in the game. You are now in the game and you are playing on the field, right? Once you're in the game, you're playing on the field, we do the last step, and that is the evaluation. We got to look at your metrics. How are we performing on the field? Because here's the secret sauce to any A lot of people tell you, oh, we got a plan, we got this and this. As Mike tell you, a lot of people have heard this. Everybody has a plan until you get hit in the mouth. And I guarantee you, if you're a business or you're in your career and you're in a project or you're doing anything in your endeavors, there's always going to be resistance. There's always another player out there. There's always something competing for the same time, the same space, the same resources that you are. So your plan has to be able to be adjusted. And you need to be flexible, and you need to understand the correct metrics, data-driven insights. Going back to what we said earlier about AI, data-driven insights, things that are giving you always see when people are, now I'm into sports, right? So you're seeing, the guys are playing the game, if you're into basketball, into football, and there's always a statistician, somebody out there that's actually measuring the activity that's going on. And they were saying, hey, you know what? If you just step back one more inch when you're going there for that jumper, you'll get above that guy who's 7'2" or whatever else. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm giving you statistics. Right. Same type of statistics happens in business all the time. You're misaligning your messaging. You're doing things that are not getting the value that you need across to your target audience so they can take decisive action. So that's the BRAVE framework in a nutshell.
Well, I appreciate that. And I would like to add one more thing that I think might help our audience members see this incredible framework that you have. When I'm working with my clients on business strategies, the very first step, even before mindset for me, is what is the problem you solve? Because for me, unless you know what you solve, all the rest, the aesthetics, the statistics, the branding, it means nothing if you don't know clearly and can clearly articulate what is the problem you solve. And that's very passionate for me because I was that one. I went and got branded. I was that one grant that went into the store and said, give me some clothes. Give me the website. Give me the LinkedIn. Give me the stuff. And I wasn't clear. I wasn't crystal clear on the problem I was solving. And I find out when I go to business development conferences and seminars and summits that there are so many business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders who don't clearly understand the problem they solve. And then we work from there on what's your mindset now? How are you thinking about yourself? What's the self-talk? What are the things that you're saying to yourself that's hindering you from attracting? That's the other thing that we teach in our business is people want to go after the clients. Well, if you have the best problem solved and you have the problem solving capabilities, people will come to you and you will attract as opposed to repel. Because when you run after clients, they're going to run. When you run after the money, it's going to run. That's why it's called currency. I just thought I'd add that little extra tidbit. But I absolutely adore what you do for clients. And I might have to investigate a little bit further for my own business to make sure that I'm aligning, I love that word, aligning with my clients. This has been such a phenomenal conversation. How do we get in touch with you, Grant? If we want to reach out to you, how do we get in touch with you?
Well, definitely you can go to my website at 5-Star BDM. That's number 5-Star, B for brand, D for development, M4masters.com. I want people, when you go to that website, the first thing you're going to see is my podcast. You can see all of my different guests and clients that I interviewed. Now, one of the things that I do differently, I didn't even mention this, is that not only do I take you through the BRAVE brand strategy, I also then give you the opportunity to be on my podcast, on my show.
Oh,
and when you're on my show, just like we're on this show now, is that not only remember, we got to get out there and you've got to actually showcase your talents.
Right.
And your thought leadership. And I give you that opportunity to do that on a world-class stage. So you're not only going to be on my stage on my LinkedIn, like today, I'm going to have one of my clients will be showcased here at noon. But she'll also be showcased on Wednesday on podtv.tv. And she'll be featured on Friday on ourtv.network. This goes on and on. So now you've got millions of eyeballs that allow you to now to brand yourself. So I'm taking you through a process in which you weren't visible to complete visibility. And if you've got your story detailed, and that's why I always encourage people to come to me for the strategy first, and then we'll begin to brand you. And then you'll know what we're talking about. So I take you through that soup to nuts process through 5starbdm.com. A lot of people ask me, Grant, how do you make money? You do all these podcasts, because they don't see, you're seeing the end result.
Right.
Of a process that has taken for an individual maybe 4 to 6 weeks to get to this level to where they're becoming visible. So go to 5starbdm.com. You can also send me an email at grant.mcgaugh, that's MCGAUGH at 5starbdm.com. Come to me. We'll do a free assessment. We'll get a better understanding of who you are, what you want to accomplish, and what Barbara just said, the big problem that you solve. What is the big problem that you solve? And then we'll take a look and see how we can get you there.
One more time, the Grant, how do you get to Grant McGaugh?
Grant.McGaugh, MCGAUGH at 5, the number 5, get my hand out there, the number 5, star, STARB for brand, D for development, and for masters.com, 5-star BDM. Look me up. Listen to what I have to say. I'm going to have Barbara on my show. I can't wait, Barbara. You got to be on.
I want you to give our younger audience members, those ones who are K through 12, entrepreneurs and thought leaders, give them what is one strong nugget you could give them before you leave today?
I was just at the Atlantis University, and I talked to the students there about how to develop their LinkedIn page. The biggest advice, and one thing I got out of that, is that they didn't understand the difference between Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and what LinkedIn brings to the table. This is not where you talk about what you ate last night, or you're just putting out what you talked about with your friend. This is a business society. You show up here for business. If you are about business, you're about career development, then you want to seek somebody like myself out to help you develop, to optimize, not only just your profile. The profile, I tell people all the time, that's just a car.
Covered.
You need to learn how to drive the car in traffic. There's 700 million people on LinkedIn.
Say it again for people in the back. Say it again.
100 million professional people
from around the world
that represent trillions of dollars of commerce, to what Barbara said, currency that's constantly taking shape. How do you get into that flow? That is the goal that you want to come to me about, and how you can be more effective on this platform.
You are amazing as always, Grant. I can't even believe that we've done this 45 minutes of, like, where did the time go? So I just want them to know one more time, how do we reach out to your company? 5-Star BDM is top-notch, top-rated on podcasts and business development. And Grant McGaugh is not just putting a ripple, he has put a wave in the ocean of helping entrepreneurs and business people succeed. One more time, Grant, we need your website and your email address.
So the website, again, 5starbdm.com. I want to say one more thing, that the audience can tune in on May 9th. You want to see branding in action and business in action. I will be featured on a stage with 3 other CEOs of major corporations, and we're going to be talking about AI and healthcare transformation. May 9th, just go to my LinkedIn profile at Grant McGaugh. You'll see it. It's called, I can't remember the exact name, that exact title, but it's Navigating the AI Space for Healthcare Professionals. I want you to tune in. I want you to see how conversations take place at this level, insight takes place at this level, and what methodologies are going to be taking shape in our healthcare delivery from a C-suite perspective. So again, go to my LinkedIn at Grant McGaw. That's just as easy as it gets. Or you can also send me an email at grant.mcgaw@5starbdm, and the website is 5starbdm.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grant. You are a phenomenal guest as always, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. And you know, genius is coming because you're a genius, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
We are still promoting our scholarship. I want you to know that the Black Business Expo has a mission, and its mission is to raise scholarship dollars for students, seniors going to college, or K through 12 entrepreneurs. The expo is a fundraiser. Again, students, you can go to blackbusinessexpousa.com to register for the scholarship. And donors, go to the same website, blackbusinessexpousa.com, to donate to the scholarship fund. We have a Cash App. It is $BBX USA. That's $BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops to up to $5,000 to 10 students. And the students, again, register to be qualified for the scholarship at blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every single dollar does count. And we want to remind you that this is a scholarship-funded event. We want to thank you, all of you, Black Business Expo USA sponsors for April 2024, who include NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richer Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, of course. Genius is common. It has been my pleasure to be your moderator on this morning. Stand by for a special video presentation coming up next. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face to face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Truso has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Truso is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Truso embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Truso is both social and safe. We refer to Truso as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Trousseau even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Trousseau is live, y'all. We've launched in beta and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Trousseau. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Trousseau is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
The Black Business Expo is changing my life. This year, they are giving away laptops and even $5,000 in cash to students just like me. I'm Alexis, and I want to go to college to fulfill my dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Help the Black Business Expo going to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com and also becoming a vendor, a sponsor, or donating.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being, with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars. What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join us. www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good morning, good rising, great day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. I'm Barbara H. Smith, your morning moderator. Guess what? The Black Business Network is a 24/7 business, 24/7 hours business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, and thought leaders. Worldwide, we have speakers from all over, from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Australia, Japan, and cities across the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. This is a phenomenal opportunity that you are about to experience. It's an Oscar-nominated documentary. We all know the consequences of a segregated economy because it remains ever present in this discrimination of financial institutions today. This is the system that Arlo Washington fights against in The Barber of Little Rock. The documentary, directed by John Hoffman and Christine Turner, features Washington, a barber in Little Rock, Arkansas, who founded this documentary, who is directed by John Hoffman and Christine Turner, features Mr. Washington, a barber in Little Rock, Arkansas, who founded the nonprofit community bank, People Trust, and the Washington Barber College. This Barber of Little Rock follows the work of Arlo Washington, an African-American barber, who not only founded the network, the nonprofit community, but provided economic opportunities for his community that mainstream banks will not offer. The Barber of Little Rock explores Americans' widening racial wealth gap through the story of Arlo Washington, whose vision is just to make the economy more profitable for the people of People Trust. This nonprofit community bank was founded by Arlo Washington, who experienced the effects of generational poverty and structural racism firsthand. Arlo understands that his hometown of Little Rock, Arkansas, and the profound mistrust of financial institutions have historically excluded our community from financial stability and economic mobility. Operating as the sole bank within a 10-mile radius, Arlo's People's Trust fosters economic progress for underserved and underbanked residents, which provided an economic beacon of hope that could reshape the future of banking. People Trust, founded in Little Rock in 2008 and certified by the United States Treasury as a Community Development Financial Institution, or CDFI, is the sole bank within a 10-mile radius of the majority Black section of the city. The bank aims to reduce poverty by increasing access to financial services and improving credit availability. The Barber of Little Rock highlights Washington's work at the bank and his efforts to combat the effects of generations of segregation and systemic racism against the city's African American community. Specifically, Arlo Washington's mission is to combat the racial wealth gap and help his community create generational wealth. Help me welcome the documentary that was Emmy nominated and produced by former NBA star Dwayne Wade's production company, 59th and Prairie. Watch with me.
Economic justice is actually having the opportunity, a real opportunity. How you create generational wealth? How do you teach others to create generational wealth? The racial wealth gap, it's not a $1 million problem, it's not a $1 billion problem, it's a $1 trillion problem. It's been a never-ending story. It is a challenge when you can't put gas in your car, when you can't buy food, you can't pay your light bill, or you can't pay your rent. Life is going on, life is happening, you know, and trying to put a Band-Aid and stop the bleeding on the effects of generational poverty. Investments and resources that are meant to get to these communities haven't gotten to them. There has to be economic warriors in the community to create economic justice.
Hey, what's going on, man? Everybody good?
My name is Arlo Washington, and my purpose in life is to advance equity, create opportunities, and build the community.
Just for the sake of teaching you departing, I want you to do this right here. Now watch this. Watch this right here. So we'll go 1/4 of an inch in, 1/4 of an inch into the eyebrow, take the point of your comb, you put it on the scalp, take the other hand right here, and we'll put it back here in the nape area. And then we'll just take that point of that comb and just keep it on the scalp all the way till you feel that point with your index finger. We feel that point with your index finger, just slide your finger up the comb that way and pull it out to the side. That's one side, all right? So, but you really want a good straight line, so you can always go back and do it again. You just need to put a little bit more pressure on the scalp when you're going through. So I'm gonna take that and clamp that up. Yeah, there we go. Appreciate that. So for the first couple of weeks, this is all y'all doing. 6 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How long did it take? 5 minutes. Now you ready to move on to something else. But let me let you try it. Good job, Mr. LeBron. Good job, Hughes. Use some of the techniques? Yeah, you got that looking smooth. What we gonna talk about, JB?
Get our foot in the game.
How to get your foot in the game? Build your clientele up, learn the business, get a name for yourself out here, and then open your barbershop up. When I was 20, I opened my first barbershop. I worked in my partner's shop for 2 years first and built the clientele up, right? So I had about maybe 80, 90, 100 people coming to me every week. Then I opened up the barbershop. But right now, while you're in school, be patient, practice, cut as many heads as you can. When you leave and go home, if you got little cousins, you got people in the neighborhood, cut as much as you can, because the more you cut, the better you get. Hey, what's up, Bronson? What's going on with you?
I ain't just been busy.
Are you getting finished with that application?
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling People Trust. How can I help you?
Yeah, is my credit score gonna mess me up, ain't it?
No, ma'am, we don't base it off your credit score.
Trucking Logistics LLC. This is your plan right here. Have you got any business funding? You've been doing this all out your pocket.
It's just all out of my pocket so far. As far as just driving,
yeah.
I've been in the business for 10 years and my dad is a driver as well. I've covered every corner of the transportation industry, so I want to create those jobs for other people.
Tell me what it is that you want to do.
Long term, I would ultimately like to have my own salon or become an instructor.
Okay. And you've been traveling to your customers?
Yes.
Like their homes,
Yes.
their...
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that ain't...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any operating capital right now?
Fortunately, I do not at this time.
Okay, okay. So you need gas money.
Correct.
You need food money. Products and supplies.
And I have a business name. I made my own logo. I've been working.
So we spoke on the phone. You saying you're interested in a loan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm just gonna get this out. So tell me about what you're doing with your businesses.
I'm barber stylist. I do credit restoration. I also have a t-shirt and decal line.
Okay.
Due to the things that I deal with in life, such as sickle cell, having a pacemaker, having 80% mass in my right breast, going to treatment once a week.
And then you still run 3 businesses?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard that now.
You know, capital is the lifeblood of the community. If the blood ain't circulating, then you're gonna have some issues. So the blood has not been circulating for a long time. Why is it that we overlook this economically segregated community? Why is the issue swept under the rug and not talked about?
What do you think and feel when you hear the word ownership?
For me, when I think about ownership, it's owning my own home so that I'll have something to pass down to my children.
Nobody in my family own anything. So ownership is important to me because I want to create jobs and opportunities for my boys and my little cousins and my nephews.
My oldest is 27 and my youngest is 7. And I think about it a lot. Of course, nothing was passed down to me, and I don't have anything to pass down to them.
It just feels good to know that you have something that is yours that nobody can take away. For so long, we haven't had anything that was ours. Yeah, we damn proud of, when we do own something, whether it's a Cadillac or a house or a boat.
It's the idea of it belonging to you and that you can self-determine what will happen to it without having to ask anyone. You don't have to ask for permission.
Come on in.
All right, thank you. Hi.
You met
Hello.
Mr. Shonda?
Met you.
Okay.
I've been making Philly cheesesteaks and hoagies since I was 16 years old. I've been in restaurant business for 26 years.
You have a food truck? Or
I have
you
a food truck. I have a
food
food truck, but my ambition within 12 months is to have a brick and mortar.
So who do you bank with right now?
Well,
and did you consider them for getting a loan?
They gave me an understanding they wouldn't owe me any money.
Really?
They still want my business. They still want me to process my credit card payment.
Your business is still making deposits in this bank that
yes.
in turn will not make you a loan.
Yes.
The wealth gap has grown tremendously. The CDFI is a community development financial institution. All people matter. Regardless of their credit history, we are not restricted. So
I was at a traditional bank for 9 years. Sadly, banking while black is a real thing. They don't necessarily train you to know that, but once you get in there and you actually see that the person coming in, if they're white, they're gonna offer them credit cards, they're gonna offer them loans, financing, all of those. But you come in, you're black, there's no services offered.
Sometimes the interaction with the teller, it's you can see the difference in how they treat you. So I just don't use banks.
Banking while black does exist. Banking while black, driving while black, eating while black. Your waiter or your waitress can treat you differently. I mean, there is just so many things. It's crazy the things that black people have to deal with.
It becomes an experience that you try to avoid. The disappointment of it. And rather than go through the frustration, you work around it. It's a workaround.
Big banks, they don't know the community. They don't know them. They don't have a relationship.
And you want to be able to be sustainable.
and you want to be profitable, and you want to be scalable. But we just want you to think about every aspect of it and best position yourself.
This helps you to really build your credit profile, so we can provide you with some ongoing technical assistance to kind of help you along the way.
We got the name people trust because trust in the financial system is just not there.
My goal is to restore the trust in a system that may have not been built for you. So we try to see what's the problem, how can we help, we find a way.
I've always wanted to own my own business.
I hear it so much. If you could just give me a chance, just give me a chance to prove that I'm trustworthy, that I'm creditworthy, that I can run this business successfully.
Y'all ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be a backhand. She knew. Come on, let's go to 1.
Historically, barbers have been the go-to in the community. One of the oldest and most prestigious professions. They were the doctors. They did the bloodletting. They did the tooth pulling. They were the priest. One customer lost his job, and he had been a faithful customer, coming all the time. I mean, bringing his family, his kids, everybody, you know. He said, Mr. Washington, he said, I'm down really bad, and I need to borrow $150.
I've been a barber in the community for over 20 years. So when the community started hurting, what do you think they're gonna come to? They came to the people that they can come to for help.
He said, I'm getting a job, and I can pay you back in 30 days. So I made him a loan. You know, I didn't think he was gonna pay it back when I gave him the loan at the time, but he came back and he paid it back. And a couple weeks later, he came back again.
Guess what he did? He paid me back.
So I made him another loan, and he paid that loan back. So then we started thinking about, well, how can these small loans at that size really have an impact? If they don't have credit, then they can't get a loan from a bank. That means they have to go to a loan shark, or they have to go to some payday lender that's going to never let them pay them off. And I thought about it, and I said, wait a minute. This is what's affecting my community.
So you see how it built up? Now, man, we in service like 2020, we serving 900 folks.
And so what we did was we applied to become a community development financial institution, which was put in place to be able to help low and moderate income communities that wouldn't otherwise receive the opportunity.
Let him down and let him go.
Come on in.
In April of this year, my house caught a fire. So, you know, I was pushed out.
I was calling to inquire about your rental assistance.
You're behind on rent now? I forgot your name. Give me your name again.
Candace.
Okay. Cancer survivor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just a one-time deal. I believe we're the only rapid rehousing that is in Central Arkansas.
How much does it cost you to live every month?
I don't know, because I ain't never been on my own.
Okay.
Have you been looking around?
Yeah.
I had a landlord in today, and I asked him, he doesn't have anything. And when you move, we'll pay the security deposit and your first 3 months' rent.
Let's talk about a budget.
How's the job looking? Any?
Well, it's really that it's hard because I don't have nowhere to shower and stuff.
Right. That is one thing about Little Rock. There's just really not a lot of affordable housing.
There's a huge housing need.
Right. There's just too many people waiting for help.
You're 4 months behind, but did she tell you the balance?
This is a grant, just an emergency grant, because I heard you say you didn't have any clothes, you didn't have any transportation, you know, if everything burnt up.
For 17 days in a hotel, man.
There you go. How much is the weekly rent?
The weekly rent?
Uh-huh.
It's not weekly. She was just gonna charge me like $525 a month.
My mother, she passed away with cancer, and so I'm just thinking if, since you know, in that situation, maybe if we was able to do, you know, maybe a grant for a month, that'll give you time to find a place. How you think that works?
That'll help me
I think that'll help. What you think?
That'll help me a lot.
Most of the time, it's state of emergency. Like, I needed help like yesterday. We never got the 40 acres and a mule that was promised. That's like the big elephant in the room. This was promised to you. You never got it. Nobody never talked about it. It didn't come up in any type of other political discussions. And the fallout is what we see. A huge racial wealth gap, economic injustices, and not really an end to it in sight.
Here in Little Rock, there is a physical divide. Have on one side, have not on the other. It's not a wealth gap, it's a wealth chasm. I-630, the Great Divide.
How's it going, man? You ready to ride? You know, when we cross I-630, you can tell a big difference. This neighborhood is the heart of the Black community. There are no banks over here, and you got about 30,000 community members over here.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an ATM.
That community has been economically segregated. Look at this. We got 5 boarded up houses on this little half a block. So we crossed I-630, and now we're going into the Heights. And in the Heights, maybe 8,000 in population, but you got 14 banks. And you don't see a boarded up house, not one.
Or you have commerce here, you have places where business can exist. You don't see that on the other side of town. You know, then of course you have redlining, where banks would not make money accessible to people who lived in certain areas. And oftentimes those certain areas were areas where Black folks lived. This phenomenon of building interstates through Black communities, and they bring about destruction.
I'm gonna take you and show you our new location where we're opening up.
Right.
That's Red Line. This is the first financial institution ever in this community. And so...
And it looks good, too.
Thank you. We've been working hard.
Do you believe in the American dream? What is the American dream?
You tell me and we'll both know.
I was told this growing up. You work hard, you do what you're supposed to do, and you'll achieve your goal, right? And in essence, that's supposed to be true. But I have to say that I've sat at the table in front of my children and said, as much as this is supposed to be true, it is still possible that that may not happen for you.
Nice house, cars, family taken care of, bill free. Well, no, I'm just out here surviving, just trying to make a way. So I couldn't just elaborate what the American dream is. I wouldn't know.
There was a time in my life early on when I wanted to fix what my mother was going through trying to take care of me. She had me when she was 16 years old, had to drop out of school, get a GED. So when I was born, I was brought home to this house. And my grandmother was a single parent with 16 kids in the house. And now my mother, at 16, was bringing home another addition to the family. You know, watching my mother early in my life and watching the sacrifices that she made for, you know, folks in the neighborhood, she wanted to be an inspiration to the folks that lived in the housing projects to let them know that they didn't have to stay there. This is where my mother was eulogized. She had cervical cancer. 2 weeks before I graduated high school, my mother passed away. She didn't see me walk. That was tough. I felt lost. That left me lost, feeling lost. Okay, what do I do now? You know, I have 2 younger sisters. Where do I go from here?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I have an 8-month-old. Like, you can't be without no lights.
I think the first thing is to get you off the streets. We're gonna do your emergency grant. Let's do a $1,500 grant. This is a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? I kind of adopted some of the mission that she had that she didn't get a chance to live out.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
It fell on me to carry the torch. My mother provided such a great example of being of humanity and having compassion and understanding that life circumstances happen. And when they happen, that people need compassion, people need restoration, people need rehabilitation, people need love. I want you and I want you to stand up for a second. I'm gonna show you something right now that we don't hardly ever do, but I want you to, for 2 minutes, I want you to look at him in his eyes. And I want you to be with him. And I want you to be with him for 2 minutes. All right, come close, right here. Now, don't look off. When you look in those eyes, think about your kids. Think about your loved ones. Think about the setbacks and the wins, all the hard lessons, and just see all the hurt, see all the pain. Be with him right now. Time. It's all right, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I seen my big brother, man. I ain't seen him since I was 12 years old.
I say a lot, tell a whole story, you know, and that was uncomfortable for them. I know it was, because I've done it before. But that's an exercise that will help you if you're somebody that's introverted and you're somebody that's kind of in a shell, and help you be more assertive and help you to be more, you know, and understanding to what other people are going through. You went to prison. And when you went to prison, what did that mean?
10 years of my life. I mean...
And where'd that leave you?
Lost. So, you know, when you're secluded from the world for that amount of time, man, you become behind.
Okay, you 28, 27 now. What you gonna do? There's a black man. No, we're not offered opportunities, especially after times that, you know, we made a messed up or made a mistake in our life. So it's like now, okay, I gotta do something. I always could cut hair, you know, but I just never thought, man, maybe I should go to school I went in and enrolled at Washington Barber College. I learned so much, just things that, things that you need to know to sharpen yourself up to be successful.
I did 7 years in prison, 7 years, 5 months, 6 days to be exact, on a 30-year sentence. And I sit before you right now 16 years later, and I'm still not free. I was homeless 3 times from when I got out of prison. I was homeless 3 times. I went on to the shelters, did what I needed to do, saved my money up, got out. But my crime does not make me an eternal criminal.
Right. 3 of our barbers that were formerly incarcerated, and they were just each sharing the trauma that they experienced while being there, and how, to be out, it's a huge adjustment.
So on day 1, if you have nothing, you ain't got a toothbrush, no toothpaste, all of those essential things, you right back at stress 1. Right after they get out, they call me within 72 hours. I'm able to send their name, their release dates, and how much time they did. And then I just email everything over, and People's Trust contacts them, and they go pick up a $325 grant, which I think is so great, because coming out of any system, especially the jail system, you don't come out with any money. You, Arlo, have made it possible. You are looking at everything from the perspective of inclusion.
Absolutely, absolutely.
See, where for so many years, I and so many have saw only exclusion.
It's truly community development, and that's developing. You can't develop a community if you don't develop the people.
Exactly.
The reason I do what I do, and what gives me energy to keep going, is equity, 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 equity. So that means if the way it is over, on this side of town, is on this side of the freeway, it's this way over here as well. The resources that's over here, the resources over there. The banks that's over here, banks over here. Money over here, money over there. Credit over here, credit over there.
How you doing? All right. You don't do any body work, do you?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Not a whole bunch.
How long you been wanting to do this?
Been in the automotive business for 20, 25 years. Running the Jiffy Lube for the last 5. But the owner came and told me he was selling the business. So
when they let you go, you had to think quick on your feet. What am I going to do now?
yeah, but I needed to open up new avenues, and the biggest one in being able to get this loan to get started. Y'all give it up for Lincola Franklin.
While you were in the program, you accessed 3,500 small business loans. So maybe if we could extend that.
So if we extend the 3,500 that we already gave you to up to 10,000, and we do it for 2 years, your payments be like $452 a month.
How soon would you need before you start making payments?
I would say a couple months just to get me going.
So maybe we deferred your payments for 90 days. That'll help you to.
Definitely. I appreciate that.
All right, cool.
My clientele is building. Mr. Washington, he seen what my future may look like, and I'm, forever grateful for him believing in me.
As of today, you doing business as Incredible Auto, borrowing $50,000. So you got a lease going already? Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
talk to him?
This is the outside.
How many square foot is that?
5,000.
It's nice.
It's like my dream of finally becoming a business owner and not having to work for anybody else again. I work for myself now. Thank y'all. I really want to shed some tears. And I don't have to worry about somebody selling a business and somebody coming in and telling me, hey, we don't want to continue with you anymore. Here I am, 3 months later. When you're investing in something that you love to do, it makes everything a lot easier.
We felt like that if we could redevelop
and change this corner, that it would help turn the neighborhood. Once they can put funds here and deposits, then we're not going to allow the money to go outside of this community. We're going to put the money back into the community.
And it's gonna scare some people. It's gonna scare the hell out of them. Because now you can see that it can be done. So you have no more excuses. Those institutions that are in place right now are not gonna idly sit back.
You don't think? They don't care about this.
Yes, they do. Because if this catches on, it becomes a threat.
You really believe that?
Mark my word. Because it can inspire others to think that they can be free. This is about being free.
Economic justice is righting wrongs, fixing the system, some type of repayment for injustice. A tree is known by the fruit that it bears. So if I don't see any fruit, then I don't see any impact. So if you have money and you have wealth and you can't create impact, what's the point?
What is justice? What does it mean for me? What does it mean for people of color? Justice is just not quite yet available for everybody.
Justice. Justice. It's just being a black man in this world. Man, good luck.
Justice is something that we need, but that's what we're fighting for. Right now, today, I can look at justice as empowerment.
Just doing what's right and being fair.
You ever heard that phrase, get your money right? I gotta help the community get their money right. The community has to get their money right, and this is an opportunity to get the money right. So I'm on a mission, and it ain't over.